Yo, Kasuri here. We are finally back with another video. It's been quite a while since my last one, but I am back now and I can't wait for the upcoming patches for Verse 99. And with the new patches coming for Global and Sia next week, there's a lot to consider when deciding who to pull for. So this video is going to be me yapping about my plans for my day 1 global free-to-play account for the upcoming characters. A quick reminder that I do have 2 global accounts and 1 CN account, and the purpose of this free-to-play global account is to pull for meta units versus the other account where I do spend money for skins and stuff. As always, I will leave a link to the summon tracker that I have used to track all the pulls I have done since the launch of the game. And disclaimer as always, pull for the characters you like the most because that will ultimately make the game more enjoyable, and this is just my opinion. So let's get started. I do want to quickly talk about Charon since we still have one more week of his banner, and I was away for the past month and was not able to make any should you pull videos for him or Sentinel. Well, if you haven't figured out by now, Charon is amazing and the core of the Dynamo teams going forward due to his debuffs, his buffs, along with making the electric field charge super fast. I highly recommend him to anyone who wants to build a Dynamo team. I did pull for him on my free-to-play global account. Moving on to the next patch of 3.1. The first character coming is going to be Rubuska. She is the final piece to the Monster Girls blood type team. Rubuska provides everything that the blood type team needs, which is buffs and huge heals so they can drain more HP and fill up the blood type. She provides more HP to the team, more crit damage, more ultimate might, and with her ult on Nautica or Eternity, she can put all the team's buffs onto them for one turn for a huge hit. Not only that, Rubuska comes with an additional safety net for your team with a one-time revive, which is especially useful for the blood type team since they want to stay low HP to do more damage. So yes, I am 100% going to be pulling for Rubuska to complete the blood type team. I think especially for me and for people who have Nautica, I think Rubuska is a no-brainer. I want to make sure my Nautica team is complete so she can be relevant for as long as possible until Euphoria in a year. With all the power creep in Reverse 99, we never know how long characters will stay relevant or stay on the top. But if Nautica has her full team, I'm pretty sure she will not fall up as fast or even fall off at all. On to the next character, Corvus. Corvus is a single target DPS in the Dynamo team that also has the same typing as Lucy, who is the current Dynamo DPS for Global. For a lot of players like myself who have Lucy, whether you pulled for her a year ago or just recently last patch, I think most of us feel the same way when it comes to thinking about replacing her. I personally like Lucy's design and character more than Corvus, and I would prefer using her over Corvus. I also don't want to pull for a character that's going to replace Lucy, especially when Corvus is mostly better in single target scenarios and Lucy is still better in AoE scenarios. I would rather pull for a different DPS specializing in single target of a different archetype than to have 2 DPSs fighting for the same spot on the Dynamo team. So for Corvus, she is going to be a character I will be only doing a few pulls on to see if I get her early. Otherwise, I will probably just skip because the next banner is a true limited character. Okay, on to the newest archetype added to the game, which is with the new true limited character, Beryl. She has a few things in her kit that makes her able to play with multiple archetypes such as the follow-up attack team, rank up team, and her newest one, the lingering glow team, which is the upgraded version of Burn. So for me who wants to continue pulling every true limited character, Beryl is a must pull for me. I think Beryl has the highest ceiling in the game right now because we are very early into lingering glow teams with only Beryl and Euphoria Solday. The sky is the limit for this team because there are 2 more spots in this team to be filled, plus Beryl is a true limited character, so she is guaranteed to have a Euphoria within a year, so she will only continue to become stronger. There could also be a pattern happening with these new true limited characters introducing a new archetype and an older unit getting a Euphoria that complements the new true limited character. Look at Nautica and Simulwite's last patch, and now Beryl and Isolde. And if we also look at the banners that followed, Nautica's blood type gets completed with the additions of Sentinel and Rubuska, with each character boosting blood type by a lot. So it's very likely, and as of making this video with the leaks of Marcia, Beryl is probably going to get her last 2 teammates for the Lingering Glow team within the next few patches. So because I think Beryl has the highest ceiling and that she will continue to get stronger, I am definitely excited to see what they come up with and how crazy she can be. So for me and my meta free to play account, Beryl is a high value pull. Alright, on to Brume. So unfortunately, I couldn't fully test out Brume since I did not have enough pulls on CN because that account is also free to play, not by choice. Since I do not have a Chinese ID or a phone number there, I can't even buy clear drops if I wanted to. So just testing her in the trial version, which is very unreliable, watching other videos of people playing her, she is definitely a very strong character whom I will have to consider pulling. Again, it's kind of the same dilemma with Corvus, where I really don't want to be replacing Lucy with another DPS, or honestly replacing Ulrich or anyone else because I really like those characters. I really don't want to be replacing them with other characters unless it is a significant increase to the team. Also, I do have to make sure I have enough pulls to complete Beryl's potential new teams coming in the future versus further pulling units for the Dynamo team, which technically I've already completed that Dynamo team. It may not be the strongest version of the Dynamo team when Brume comes out, but it will still be able to clear most if not all the relevant content in the game. So pulling Brume might not be necessary for my account and potentially overkill for the content, but also killing my clear drops for future units. So for Brume, I will try a 50-50 for her, unlike Corvus where I'm only throwing about 20 to 30 pulls to see if I get it early. So on to the last part about the new characters coming in 3.3. Very spicy and very story relevant characters in Marcia and Igor, so they definitely already have a fan base and I think they will be very popular amongst the players. So this video, I had to go back and re-record this part because we got some new information of Marcia's kit and that she's going to be a Lingering Glow support / sustain. So with that information, like I said before, Beryl is already getting teammates for her Lingering Glow team the patch right after her release, just like how Nautica got Sentinel in the next patch. There is a possibility that Igor could be a Lingering Glow character, but I really don't think so. I don't think they're going to do back-to-back characters, or at least I hope not, because if they do that, the players are not going to be happy having to spend so much pulls to complete this new team. What is most likely going to happen, in my opinion, is the final character to Beryl's team is probably in the patch after, which is in 3.4. So because Marcia is going to be a support dedicated to the Lingering Glow team and I am focusing on true limiteds and new archetypes, Marcia is probably going to be a pull for me, but we'll have to see more next week when she releases. As for Igor, it's still too early, we don't know anything yet, but I think he's cool, and based off of that, I would like to pull for him. Alright, so that's going to be it for my free-to-play plan for the upcoming patches. We are going to be pulling for Rubuska, then we're going to be doing 20 to 30 pulls to see if I can get Corvus early. Otherwise, I'm probably skipping her. We are for sure going to be pulling for Beryl. Then when Brume comes out, we're going to just go to the 50-50, see if we win that 50-50 for Brume. If we win it, awesome. If we don't, I'm probably going to skip her, unfortunately. And then if Marcia is going to be part of that Lingering Glow team for Beryl, we are for sure going to be pulling for Marcia. That's going to be it for the video. Hope you guys found it helpful. I'll see you next week when I stream the release of both the patches. Okay, peace.